So we open with Angela saying that Phaedra sent the sissy to secure her spot. I love how she brought it back, though. Portia, you're so quick to believe this heifer who lied on you and had you looking like the fool you are. But then again, honey, you such a fool it was going to seep out. Seepage. Like a broken septic tank, honey, all up in the lawn. So Angela kind of forces Phaedra to say, well, how do you know my husband? Phaedra's like, well, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you were on the show with Apollo. You wasn't hanging out with him. You were here 10 years ago. Cameras were on you 10 years ago. I was there. People don't know about you. Well, the people that know about me don't know about you. Let's start there. All your faves know me. Who are the faves? All right. Hit her with the I heard about you. You're not in the rooms that I'm in. You don't swim in the circles that I swim. You're breaking into the rooms now. Mm-hmm. Oh, God, Phaedra gonna call her brother. This is not the Winkest link. You can't phone a friend. Oh, God, we on the phone with Junebug talking about he don't know, and this is clearly coached and rehearsed. The fact that he picked up the phone and she's like, we're at reunion. One, who's picking up phones in 2025? Who's just picking up phones? Girl, save this production for the show. Yeah, Angela, now she's saying Phaedra had somebody say she had hands at the Talks game. Why wasn't that covered? So we don't really get to the bottom of who did it. I think Phaedra did it. I don't think Angela would do this with her own marriage because her husband's constantly embarrassing her. Now, Kelly, I think you did compare your marriage to her marriage. And then we rolled that beautiful bean. You don't recall, but yeah, Heifer, you said it. Angela brought her birth certificate. See, if you got to bring your birth certificate, I just say I'm 50. I would just say 50 and call it a day and just look 50 for a long time. Angela gonna say, look, if we look at your old pictures, Phaedra, you looked old too. So if I look 53, you look 63. Girl, Charles paid for that nose in 2017. That man don't like you. Oh my God. Oh, well, I guess you can go on E and get some free surgery since you went bankrupt with those houses. Angela said, I think I'm perimenopausal, so sad. Everybody was like, that's fine. Like, the clock talk. It's okay. Soon it's the end of periods. I feel like, the lack of cramping. Oh, Lord, Angie's starting a fan line. I just get them out before she by Sheree. That's all I got to say. Girl, it is so nice. Angie talk about her daughter, and she's like, I didn't care she was a lesbian. I just thought 23 was young to get married. And I get that. I get that. If I had kids, I don't know if I would want them to marry so young. But she said, honey, I knew that was a little Les. This little Les of mine, we gonna let her shine. Oh, this little Les of mine, we gonna let her shine. Oops, somebody brought up a good point. Angela, you had Drew's back, but when the girls were going in on you, Drew ran scared. That's right, at the finale, she ran away from that drama too. Why? So she apologizes, but says, I just didn't know what to say. Stop talking about my friend, you tired heifers. Okay, now Shamia gonna pipe up with well, why is it okay for Drew and Angela's friendship to be lopsided, but you pick apart me and Portia? Because you and Portia have the longer standing friendship. You've been friend to the show 4 years through Portia, so there's a standing relationship there, like standing water. It's bacteria filled and attracts mosquitoes, so we're interested in it. Angela and Drew, it's very new. The heifers are getting to know. Drew hitting her with the, I want more for you. Phaedra, why did you come to this reunion but skip out on Married to Medicine? Because the check. Go on and say the check. Because the Married to Medicine women are your intellectual equals and they pick your relationship with that wide-hip sissy apart. Also, the girls will always close ranks around Jackie. Even Simone's underbites got Jackie's back. I wonder what Simone's underbites doing this morning. I hope Curtis is having, wait, I'm sorry. I hope Cecil's having an affair. He shouldn't be forced into a sexless life. Oh, God, we're big upping Phaedra for her having her little moment with Britt Eady in the van telling her to stop being a brat. So all the heifers told her off camera stop acting like you're acting, and she still couldn't get it together. Oh, Britt was trying to get at Phaedra too. Great question. Shamia, are you still pissed with Phaedra calling you pass around puss? Well, we've never actually sat down and discussed it. So Phaedra gonna say, well, it hurt me that you kept bringing that up in interviews because we're on a good page. Now we are. Can a good page have a lie on it? So we finally dealing with the real, and Shamia confesses that it's still bothering her, and Phaedra's like, I'll apologize, but you said it was laughable, and she's like, yeah, I'm downplaying it, but it really fucked up my marriage. I think that's why the husband didn't want to be on the show. Oh, God, here come the sorry excuses for men. So we are halfway through the episode, and the word I have for this reunion is unfulfilling. Unfulfilling. I want to know why they couldn't bring that sissy out on the stage, charges and all. Charges and all. I think if you're going to get on camera and say something that inflammatory and accusatory, you should be at the reunion and say what you said and say who told you to say it. I feel like we let Phaedra skate by yet again. You know he would have shown up, or you could have had him on video phone. Put it on Skype. We don't have Skype no more. Do it on Zoom. Do it on FaceTime. I don't care. But to let her skate by again with questions of the truth, I'm not here for it. And why couldn't he have been there and we nipped it in the bud? Why does it have to be something that lives in the ether? Well, maybe it was her. I don't need maybes, mights, and ifs. I want answers. I want a resolution. That's why we have reunion. Goodness, we don't find nothing out about Britt and Kenya and now this. I've been nice, but the gloves are off. Oh, Shamia, put your gloves on and go home. Go home. I want you to go in that beautiful mansion of yours and don't come out until you found a personality of your own. Do you understand me? Have I made myself crystal clear? I'm tired. So Shamia's pissed with Portia because Portia's lying, but what would you expect? That girl ain't your friend. She's not your girlfriend. Stab you in the back. She'll tell a lie on you. That's not your girlfriend. She was in the alliance too. That's not your girlfriend. I got my morning coffee Whitney going. So Shamia admits to trying to start the alliance without Angela. I didn't know you. Well, you should have tried to get. But you looked at that 99 no's and you said, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can trust someone who has oxygen deprivation. It could affect your decision making. So we are going to address the two heifers that aren't in the room. We read Kenya's statement, and then we read Britt's about it not being her. So somebody asked, why does Cynthia have so much grace for Britt and zero for Kenya? And I would say because if I was Cynthia, I would look at Kenya and be like, girl, we built this house together. Now you knocking foundational walls out. What the hell's wrong with you? She is, because you're an OG, I expect you to treat the place that we built with more respect. More respect. That's right, Kenya. Tell it. I'm not going to corrupt my integrity over this bullshit ass show. Kenya was wrong. That was really wrong. Because now here's the thing. Now that the season is over and we're moving on and next year the plot line is going to be something else, this woman is still going to be known for that. And that's not cool. That's not what the show is about. That's not what we've signed up for. That's not what I, the viewer, want. I don't want to see women humiliated. Not like that. Something funny where it's like, okay, you done slipped and fell. Like when Ashley fell in the pool. Now that's funny. When Giselle heard Jamal's phone number. 410. Now that face crack, that was well earned. But that's light shade. That's funny. And we all knew Jamal was cheating anyway. But this is something that can affect her negatively going forward. Now that the season is over and she still has to live with that. Is that cute? Is it? And you know what? Cynthia had another great point. What you did didn't even help you. I mean, you tainted your own hair spa, which Lord knows what's going to happen with that because now you got them little drag queen dresses up. Oh my God, can you do dress like a pageant drag queen? Like really safe, it's not, she's not unfashionable, but she never makes daring choices. Portia, shut your lying ass mouth right now, right the fuck now. If Britt had said she would have a piss or a whiz for you, you would have gone over there and said, I don't need hardware. I got these hands. And you two would have got to boxing. You would whoop Britt and her dead ass's ass for breakfast. You would run down on her. Come on now, Portia. We know a fight to you is nothing but a warm invitation. Okay, now again, if you became protective of a vet, a sister of the show, then why didn't you say, okay, we got to get this heifer offset. She's gone too far. I am not saying y'all couldn't have gotten rid of Britt. I didn't enjoy her. She didn't fit in with the group. It wasn't good television. But what I am saying is you can't just let shit slide and expect you can mistreat someone and think, oh, that's going to fly. You either fire them or you treat them fairly. You don't show up with a sexually explicit photo of them and think, ooh, I got your back. No, you can't be inhumane. So this is when the cast rumors start where Kenya got information supposedly from Drew. But how would Drew know about Britt's past? Because she was online looking for puss. She was on Plenty of Fish, swimming in the sea. Plenty of Fish is a lesbian dating site. Portia said, hell, even I was pissed at Kenya. I would say that, like, why are they not upset with the woman that took things over the line that could have messed up the whole series for everybody? Like, y'all should have banded together to get Britt fired. Why didn't you do that? If you don't want threats on set, y'all could have said, absolutely not. We're not working with this woman. Where was the solidarity prior? Because y'all let Kenya act a damn fool and fuck up the season. That is a really great question. Why didn't prior, when Britt did what she did, since everybody wants to hold Britt's feet to the fire, why before Kenya decided to do something so low, why didn't they just band together and say, we don't want this woman on the show anymore? It was early enough in filming where she could have been, a fart in the wind. They've gotten rid of heifers before and edited them out. And since they was bringing Phaedra back anyway, they could have called Kim Zolciak. They had to have someone else. Why did it have to play out this way? You're getting mature when you look at Shamia's house and you think, what the hell is that light bill looking like? I really did think that. I saw all them lights on in the dining room. I was like, turn that down. I mean, I know you got to have it for the show. How much is that light bill? I really like where I live here. It's beautiful and suburban. And I like to say the houses, the hedges all have fresh edge ups. But I really do think now, I'm like, ooh, what does that landscaping bill look like? I love those hedges, but oh God, you got to have people out every couple weeks. And then also the noise. I do love like these old stately houses, but I'm like, would I really want every other Saturday to have it's the sound of the suburbs, and like I hear it around, but I was like, ooh, if that was my house and I'm trying to sleep, Because I'm too old for yard work. After 40, it's dangerous for men. You can't shovel, you can't do anything anymore. Just go to the gym and exercise lightly so you won't get a heart attack. And I want to know what they paying, because you got 3 or 4 people out there. That's probably, I can see it being $800 a month if it's a penny. Because those are some nice houses, and they there for a good 2 hours. This package is so shady for Shamia. We start off with Andy saying she sounds, well, bringing up that Portia said she sounds like Drew. But then we have Shamia hitting a note, followed by Drew saying, I've never had that much of a problem hitting a note. You have, darling, hitting a note in your career. Your career is wildly staccato. You work here and there, but there has been no consistent success. Shout out to Jill Scott for teaching me what staccato meant. Do I think Shamia's house looks dated? No. I felt everything was very classy. I feel like the thing is, when you got money like that, you redecorate. So I don't feel that Shamia's house will be like most of the houses that we've seen on these shows, static. I think that dining room gonna get redone every 2 years. Like, that's the kind of wealth that they have, where there's some stuff that's like just classic that will always be, but like the light fixtures and stuff, I see them kind of staying on trend but updating every 2 to 5 years because they got it like that. Why do people in the chat want to piss me off this early in the morning? By the way, I'm doing lives on TikTok. Please follow me there. Somebody gonna ask me, what do I think of Shamia's fashion sense? You know what? Hold on. I've got a visual aid. I'm just asking. Okay, I got something for you. I got a visual aid. This is what I think of Shamia's fashion sense. My change cup. This is Shamia's fashion sense right here. Sense. Ain't got no dollar in it. Sense. Shamia's fashion sense. Shamia's fashion sense. It's Shamia's fashion sense. My change cup is her fashion sense. Let's talk about Shamia's fashion sense. Oh my God. Shamia's fashion sense. We got too much silver in here. I need to see more pennies. Let me pull out a penny for Shamia's fashion sense. We got a nickel. Here's a dime. She ain't nobody's dime. Got to put that back. Ooh, an old dirty nickel. That's Shamia's fashion sense. Don't ask me nothing like that this early in the damn morning. It ain't even 8 frickin' M. Shamia's fashion sense. Look at that change cup for her fashion sense. There we go, a penny. A good old penny. Shamia's fashion sense. Now I gotta do a montage of this heifer's outfits throughout the seasons to show you Shamia's fashion sense. Get your change cup for Shamia's fashion sense. No dollars, just cents. Y'all just ask me shit to get me to act a damn fool. Oh my God. Well, at least I figured out what today's TikTok's gonna be. Oh God. This argument about Drew and the 5 languages and the love languages, keep it. Is this the moment when the reunion runs out of steam? God, we gotta call Drew out for lying about her bag. Look, we already know she wears the flea market's finest. Look at her wigs. Wow. So she showed the bag that was $130 on Instagram. $130 is still a lot for a little purse like that. I've realized that Shamia's fashion sense is the same change that is lost when two pocketbooks are bumped together. That is Shamia's fashion sense. It is the change that drops on the floor when two pocketbooks are bumped together. So when Rob the Throb and Jizzy Bryant bump purses and lose change, on the floor falls Shamia's fashion sense. Fashion sense. Fashion sense. Fashion sense. Fashion sense. Oh, God. This might have to become a series. Fashion sense. But now we're getting into Portia and Shamia's friendship heading to the shitter, and Portia's fake. End of story. And Shamia doesn't have a backbone, which allows Portia to be faker in Shamia's face. Shamia, why do you like it when grown women play in your face? I am going to learn how to produce music just so I can do fashion sense as a house tune. I'll put in the what do you call it, Adari Badu Dow, or Shamia wanna backpedal and pussy pop saying, oh, well, Portia was going through at the time when I got my peach, so that's why we didn't celebrate. And Drew and Angela are like, no, you told us point blank that she did not celebrate you because she wasn't happy. And she was hurt by that, period. Portia like, now hold on, I sent you flowers. Okay, so we do have a video of her getting some flowers. Then we see a picture of her getting married in Atlanta, and she's like, that wasn't a wedding. She's like, that's the Barashio, the dowry ceremony. Oh, God. The heifer was at your thing in Atlanta, but she didn't go to Nigeria as a best friend shoulda. Let's just say that and move on. I'm tired of whining about it. Why are we arguing over something that happened, 10, 15 years ago? Portia's being a fake ass now. This friendship is about to flatline. But at least Shamia will always have her fashion sense. Oh, God. I am so mad. I only came up with that now. I can't wait till next season. Oh, my God. If she comes back, man. Ooh. Oh, my God. I made the flatline joke, and then I see Andy made one, too. So Shamia and Portia are no longer friends. Portia said, I can't deal with the live recent smear campaign. Oh, you mean accountability? Shamia did not come on this show to sabotage you. She came on as your lapdog heifer. She said it was a scheme. Y'all heard it in your heads. We ain't even have to say it. Let me tell you what I've had this morning for breakfast. Coffee and a kale smoothie with dates so that it takes out that biting of the kale. And my bathroom is right there. Right there. I'm going to have my second kale smoothie because I do just get all my vegetables in. But I get them in and then I get them out. I get them in and I get them out. It is I'm not leaving the house for a good 3 hours because it's cleaning out your colon and your kidneys. Flushes through. To use what the fans knew about me from over the years, you mean the fact that we've watched you and we know the stunts that you pull? Your own behavior? Oh, God, so Portia gonna bring up, oh, you laughed at Carmen making a joke that I was a hoe. You married a man and didn't even know if you were the fourth or the fifth wife when you found him in another woman's pool. That's hoe. That ain't even hoe adjacent. That's hoe proper. Shamia said, well, I found out this season you didn't come to the wedding in Kenya because we was beefing, but what was we beefing about? Because I didn't even know we weren't speaking. So Portia's still saying that she wasn't in the alliance with Shamia. So Portia apparently did a birthday text to try to get on the good foot, but she still says Shamia was smearing her. You have a problem with accountability. You did some foul shit and she talking about it. And we gonna end it with what happened between the mamas, and I'm gonna see you soon for something. Housewives of OC, probably. Oh, wow, we've got on 3 franchises. It's an embarrassment of riches. Yeah, I got Killed at Age up. I got Love and Merge up. I like the season without Mel. Um, how do I feel about this episode? I got some meat out of it, but I still feel cheated out of Britt and Kenya.